My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Kole Ross.
And you're listening to Adaptation, Decay, the Patreon premium podcast. Boy, that's a lot of P's. I didn't mean to do that alliteration. I don't like alliteration. Not one of those alliteration guys. I think it's obnoxious. But here I did it. It's become everything I hate. It is how we look at how video games are adapted to other medium.
Yeah. And this month we are talking about the comic book. It's not so much an adaptation as it is an extension, the comic book prequel to Dishonored 2. Specifically, this 4-episode arc is called Dishonored, the Wyrmwood Deceit.
Mm-hmm. If you're a fan of Wyrmwood and you love deception, you will like this comic.
It's not what you make absinthe out of. However, it does, I think, involve dragons by the spelling that I see as WYR.
Yeah, it is. They're a certain kind of imperfect dragon.
Yes.
And this is going to be a fun episode because this, similar to the Hitman movie, Cole and I haven't talked about really what we think of it.
Right.
I think this is kind of good.
Yeah.
Where are you at on this?
I've got a couple of quibbles with some of the blocking. I think that in terms of composition, whoever plotted this out is probably way too fond of Dutch angles for my taste. Mm-hmm. Things are often canted to such an extreme degree that it's hard to parse the action, which is incredibly important in a comic like this. But
have you considered, Cole, that perhaps the perspective, like this is supposed to be the worldview of a curious dog? And it's kind of like a dog that's just been shown a magic trick is being shown the events in Dunwall in between Dishonored 1 and 2.
Wait a minute. So whales are not what I expect?
Yeah. Like perhaps that is what's going on. They're not Dutch angles. They're dog angles.
Yeah. However, that is probably, I think, my only visual quibble with this. I think it's good. I do enjoy this, and especially I think the art is quite fantastic as well. It has got kind of a marker-ish style that I really enjoy in comics. And it is not like especially like computer glossy, which is something that kind of turns me off.
Yeah, it has a real painterly look that I think is good, and I generally agree with all of that. I think individual drawings in this are very good. I think the storytelling is where this is not as good. Yeah,
it does an awful lot of flitting back and forth that I think makes more sense if you're doing a television show.
Well, yeah, you could do that in comics better than this too.
Yes, yeah.
Like it doesn't establish place as well as I want it to.
Right.
In any individual scene. And that's kind of the biggest knock against it. But the story itself and everything, I think this is actually, like, not only do I think this is pretty good, but I think it's actually a pretty good adaptation.
No.
Like there are video game ass things that Corvo does in this in a comic that come off as video game ass things.
Yeah.
Like sometimes a little eye rolly, like a little bit too much, but not, in general, it is better than it just being, just called Dishonored.
Right,
and having very little to do with the fact that this was a game.
Yeah, and I would actually be incredibly surprised if this fell flat in that regard, specifically because it starts out with so much world building equity from the games themselves that I think that it would actually maybe take effort to like pull something uninteresting from that world.
Yeah. And that world has always, like, it's one of my favorite settings in games. Like I really love the settings of these games, and they are just very rich in detail.
Yeah,
so really
something that kind of makes this maybe a worse adaptation of Dishonored, but a better product in the end is that this is actually to a degree about Corvo.
Batman. Oh, okay. It is a Batman comic as well.
Yes, it is a Batman comic.
Like, this is like I was gonna say, like, do that disingenuous, like, oh, what's the best Batman comic? Dishonored, the Wyrmwood Deceit. What's the best first person shooter? Pokemon Snap. But you didn't expect that, did you?
Ooh.
You think I was going to say that?
We're talking about what I want to talk about now.
Yeah, I'm a semantic